Okay, now we're back. I can't believe that actually happened. Okay, that's gross a bit. Um, yep. We've been back for a while. Everything on Twitch is looking pretty good. It turns out the preview window on my Twitch dashboard is a lot smaller than what I realized, and I don't know why. Oh well. Anyways, so back to what we were doing earlier. Uh, it's all lowercase Zelda in 64. Yeah, you found me. Gosh, you start typing both messages on both streams. Actually, email. The only full screen application on my entire laptop is just gonna be my emails. And I gotta check if Pool. No, he didn't do anything. Oh boy. Okay. Alright, there we go. All back to what it was. Could just minimize it actually now that I think about it. Okay. Yeah, it's because I started Twitch first before I started back up YouTube. Because on my timestamp it's like 5 minutes. On YouTube it's like 3 minutes. That's what I well, that's what it says on here. What was that? I was at 10:15. What was 15? Oh yeah, that's okay. Hello, maybe a fan. Welcome to the stream. Hey, Pal Lord 1. glad you could join us. I've got both streams, actually both live stream sites up ready. So if anyone's like to chat right now, feel free to do so. I am up for chat. I'm working on a behind the scenes story since I haven't gotten any results for the poll over here on Patreon. If you look to the left where the dancing figure is, you'll find that there's a poll up for all the stories here that have been published except for the Ninetales. And yeah, I'm just waiting for votes to come in. I got one story already finished. And that's just it. Now I just wanted to work on it. I had to pass the time just here working on a behind the scenes story. This story's a bit different, if you can tell by the title. I don't know how I'm going to be able to pull this off, but who knows? Maybe it'll be successful. End of chapters. End of chapter. And conveniently, let me start on the next page. What was this gonna call it? Oh crap! I don't know what I'm gonna call this one. Yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna call this next chapter. That's the one problem with being an author, unlike making chapters. It all depends. One of the goals I have here on Patreon is person who first pledged will choose which story I bring back from my last chapter. If it's a story I don't have saved, I'll rewrite them. I have been like wanting to. It's alright. Yeah, it's alright. I have been meaning to actually want to bring back one of my old stories, but since it's like been a while, I can't really fully remember what I did. I know I've introduced a character, and a lot of people didn't seem to like that one. But yeah, I'm not gonna call this one in the chapter here. Twitch, Sean, Twitch. A notification. Um. So, I wonder, have you guys seen the new Oh, the point of this chapter? Well, the entire story, it's basically a Spider-Man story, and I'm just trying to figure out what title I can make the bite happen. Cuz I'm going to have it happen in this chapter. But I just need to find out the title. I'm scratching my chin at this because I don't really know what I'm going to do now. I'm basically like reconstructing the scene in the first Spider-Man, An Accidental Bite. See, that was one of the things I have thought of an accidental bite, but I kind of don't see it. There's no real ring to it. Hmm. Maybe, maybe. Wrong one. Maybe a radioactive bite. Because this one is going to be different from the Sam Raimi Spider-Man. It's actually going to be where he actually builds the web shooters. But that will be covered in a further chapter. And my pop screen's all messed up. My pop filter. Yeah, Sean, you're right. You really are the one who can do both currently. Alright, radioactive bite it is. Excuse me, just, I had to adjust my pop filter. Now my mic's messing up. Alright. So this first stream just turned out to be maintenance. So for a bit of what's it? Chatting fodder? I don't know. Just something to talk about. Recently, I've actually heard from crap, what was it? The whole Ninja on the cover of ESPN thing going down. Uh, you guys remember okay, the Homecoming Spider-Man, the first movie one. I I'm sticking with the nostalgia one. Pal Lord. Um, I like the first one. Tobey Maguire did a good job as the acting. I will admit, of course, Tom Holland uh did a lot of things perfectly with what was it? Kind of being the nerd at the school, knowing how to build his web fluid. The one thing that a lot of people, including myself, kind of don't like about Homecoming is the fact that since it came after well, since he was given it Civil War, Peter's still using um the Stark suit, the Spider-Man suit Stark made for him, and that's one of the things that the first movie ever does is it has Tobey Maguire went offline. What? I'm still alive. Yeah, I'm still live right now on Twitch. On both, actually. I'm still live. What's the stream? YouTube's got this weird freaking thing for Twitch things. But yeah. But just in my opinion, the first movie with Tobey Maguire, I liked it more for nostalgia purposes. Alright then. Okay. So, here's another thing interesting that has happened recently. I had to uh, kind of. I've got Subnautica for Steam, and I enjoyed it. But now that Pool's heard that I got it, he's wanting to play it now himself. So he's gonna. He basically asked me if I could share it to him. I'm so bold. I did a Subnautica stream, Sean. I saw a freaking Reaper Leviathan and I got scared. Like 2 days ago. I think it was actually. Yeah, it was a Monday that I did it. You didn't know. I don't think anyone told you. It was on Twitch. That's probably why. I just started doing like both Twitch and YouTube today. Gonna back the mic away. I'm just imagining your entire freaking Welcome back, Power Lord. Yeah, Sean, I'm just imagining your reaction when you say this sort of things. what, what is it, Sean? You got something to say? What do you mean you're sad? Uh, it happened. No problem. Don't worry. We're best friends. I'll tell you all about it the next D&D we have. And that's another thing we have to talk about. When we're gonna do another D&D. Because so far, all we have to worry about is just you and Tyler getting off of work. Not me, Joseph, or Mikey. Oh, crap. I did have one idea for a Dragon Ball story. It was for DxD because DxD makes oh, even Free Fridays and Saturdays. Anyways, I chose with the DxD because they have made a reference to Dragon Ball, and I figured that try to bring it to real life. But as I was writing out the story, because I have a kind of a fleshed out plan, not really in full. Um, I haven't really been able to finish it and really get the motivation to work on it. Now, the Power Rangers one, I have been requested to do one. I think it was like the Black Ranger from Dino Charge on a Ruby story, but I didn't want to because to me, a power like true to the fact that there's the fighting and stuff, the Power Rangers just didn't seem to be like a good idea because there's all the Zords, there's all the mechs and the monsters. Like the monsters I could see, but the mechs and the giant bodies of armor, yeah, no, I didn't really want to go with that one. Yeah, I get there's like too many Ruby stories, but that was like when I first started. Nowadays, there's like you can't see any of them on there. they want to know one thing that's been talked about a lot recently. Apparently, Bowsette is a new thing, and everyone's going crazy over it. Legitimate female Bowser. Um, and in all reality, it's just like Princess Peach with a crown on her head. How that's a really original idea, I have no clue. You're kind of not missing much, other than the fact that a few of my stories have been. I think I might actually Bowsette is eh. That's all you got, Sean? Wait. Bowsette is eh. They even came up with a. Oh crap, what was it? King Boo Hime? I can't remember, but. I just don't see. I just don't see how, like, a creation like that could just. A simple creation. Like, IE-chan came out, and not a lot of people talked about it. But now that I look, I've been around on YouTube, I find, yeah, there's really a female Bowser. But like the whole what was it? Internet. I can't remember actually. I forgot what I was talking about. But no, oh yeah. Ever since the whole Bowsette thing came to light, because apparently it's been created 8 months ago by a dude that made a knockoff manga. And let's just say the manga is a bit interesting. I think I might actually pull up the tweet that Noble made, because it gives you a pretty good insight on what the manga was. It's been all censored out. Okay, yeah, there's even more freaking Bowsettes. Distraction chat. I mean, well, there's nothing really to talk about. Oh god, the Dream Daddy, what's comments? Where was it? Freaking Noble put out a tweet talking about where it actually came from. It was like last night or tonight. Okay. Here, let's go to this channel. Yeah, here it is right here. Apparently, Bowser's design was made by some prophet 8 months ago, though this is Peach in this off-brand manga. Not that I did research. Oh boy. I've just nothing to do. Well, I mean, you could look up this manga here. You'd be really interested in seeing it. Anyways, enough about Bowsette. Um, did you guys know that Ninja is actually on the front page of ESPN, of the newspaper, magazine that came out? Yeah, like Ninja, the Fortnite streamer that plays Fortnite almost all the time. He got on the front page of ESPN. Fortnite's dying. Hopefully. Jesus Christ. I don't think it is actually going to continue dying, because apparently Season 6 is now coming out, and I'm just shaking my head at this, because there's been scams and scams. Yeah, like, there's tons of stuff going on, but with the whole Ninja on front page of ESPN, everyone sort of kind of jumped in, congratulated him, but the one person that had a different opinion than all that was, surprise, surprise, Anita Sarkeesian. She apparently uh on board with her entire feminist background, calls Ninja misogynist. It was a fun game, but they were overloading it. I mean, when you think about the popularity it's gotten, Sean, it kind of did get a bit too popular for some unknown reason. Now I can't watch some of my favorite YouTubers. And then of course there's that short little episode with PUBG. Everyone was in a fight against that, but I don't listen to any music. In all honesty, I just when I'm working on these stories, I don't. It's like music kind of a bit distracting. What's a bit more distracting is actually writing these in school because I have this shared with my school profile. Because now, with my school, if you log into your personal email and it's not the one the school gave you, they're gonna you just get like a page by Google saying that, oh, you're not being protected by this Wi-Fi or anything. But if it's music that I'd listen to, it'd probably be indie music. Um, like Caleb Hiles, Nathan Sharp, and then of course like any other professional songs that came out. Other than that, it's just complete silence, just the clacking of my computer keyboard and watching the words appear on there. But back to the entire deal with Ninja. At first, he was called out being sexist because uh he didn't want to stream with female streamers, and so people call him sexist. And now, of course, Anita comes out, calls him misogynist. And at first, I was, it is, Sean, it is. But yeah, ever since that tweet came out, at first I was mad, but now, what the heck? Oh crap! Isaiah, this is what. Hi, Isaiah. But yeah, ever since that whole tweet came out, at first I was a bit mad, but then I started just to find the humor in all of it because it's the one thing she does all the time. She'll call anything misogynist and gets away with it. It's completely and utterly ridiculous. But other than that, it's yeah. School's turned into hell for sure. I mean, like they block they blocked Wattpad, so I can't really work on that in the middle of school. So I'm just left with using my school account instead of my personal. And so and I can't get past it. The only reason that like Paul is able to get past it because he has a VPN, one of those free VPNs. To which I said I'd let him play Subnautica. Prison school. Hey, okay, listen. This isn't real. It isn't a legit prison school. There's no one in charge. That's a bit revealing of their cleavage. So let's not. I'm just gonna divert away from that anime so that I don't really get into trouble. Though I have probably am in a bit of trouble for showing those Bowsette pictures. Mm. Oh, but school is prison, of course. Um, they changed, of course, the lunchroom rules where if any kids caught standing up, Mr. Anderson just like sends everyone back to their classes. And we had all thought that the time we leave for lunch is 11:15 on ex- expect for the principal. You mean expel or accept? Okay, except for the principal. Um, I haven't really watched the anime in all honesty, so I don't really know what the what all the cast is. I just remember a few scenes, one of which being the scene where they're in the showers, and all I can hear from that is just KSI going "Me gusta." It's amazing. Uh, so what other stuff would you guys like to talk about? Because I'm actually pretty enjoying uh, I'm actually enjoying the kind of company, well, company quote unquote. Uh, Still likes our group, right? Was it just me, Lee, Joseph, and Brian? I don't know. Cause like he hasn't really talked about any of the guy, any. Of them. I have seen DBZ abridged. I loved episode 60, all three of the parts. It was amazing, freaking hilarious. I haven't watched the entire. I have watched all the movies, but some of the episodes I haven't seen yet. But I've just seen like the recent ones that came out is in the first quarter of it. I think before Goku goes back to Earth, Trunks shows up. Uh, you guys know the character Silver, right, from Sonic? Apparently, his entire character design was based off of uh Trunks because Silver does go back in time to try to stop something. Oh, yeah, so did I. The freaking the movie. The parts with Princess Trunks, especially when Broly goes full on crazy. Yeah, they have episode 60, part 3. They had to do a 3-part because I think they wanted to finish up the entire Cell fight. Oh, that's right. Yeah. I think that was like all of the movies they came out with. They did say Gohan was next. Gohan's movie was next. Oh gosh, that scene. A lot of the scenes you can bring up in DBZ abridged. I love it a lot more because it's amazing. Oh, so what else has been happening actually during this entire ordeal? Maybe check King Dead. I don't actually. I just watch the mainly English captions. Oh boy. Oh yeah, that's right. A lot of people, a lot of the women uh are mad at the Captain Marvel smiling memes. Excuse me. Oh. English is clean, and the English Canada has the have the jokes. Uh, so something new in the world today. Everyone knows that next year they're gonna come out with a Captain Marvel movie, and they've already published the trailer for her movie. But a lot of people they've noticed. Yeah, Popo's character was funny, but a lot of people when they saw the trailer, they saw that Lee. Oh crap! I remembered her name. I just now can't think of it. Brie Larson. That's what it is. Brie Larson. When they saw Brie Larson's acting, how she wasn't smiling the entire time, people decided to take it upon themselves and Photoshop a smile in. And the moment they did put in the smile, like someone came out with an article completely mad at the entire meme itself. So the stream, yeah, the stream's also on YouTube. What the heck's this doing? Okay. Um. But yeah. Uh. Excuse me. Okay. But yeah. But later, someone uh pulled out and made an article on why it's bad. What's the channel name? Can you write the name in the chat? It's just the same as my last profile on Wattpad. I will say there is a bit of a lag on the YouTube one because Sean pointed it out earlier. Excuse me. Yeah, I was, but OBS, when I was finished with recording, a lot of the video was corrupt. So I made progress. Um, yeah, I've made progress, but the entire thing was completely corrupt, and now it's useless. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna continue. If I'm gonna stream the game now, because not a lot of people have been. Like, I haven't got a lot of people sticking around to watch some of my streams, because when I first did the Doom stream, when I got back to Twitch, I had like a few people join in, and I was kind of happy with that. But now it was after that, I started trying to do something different, like with Okami, then Subnautica, and tried Doom 2016, but the game, it was too awesome for my computer to handle, so I went back to just playing the original Doom. Not really a lot of people stuck around. Uh, but yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna stream the rest of the game on Twitch, cause I don't think Twitch stores the videos. Well, I don't know. But yeah. Hold up, I turn this real quick. Yeah, I mean, like, the original games are cool, are good and all, but I couldn't really beat any of the original games. I have beat the very first one, but Link's Adventure, I think is what it's called. Oh, Adventure of Link. The Adventure of Link, I couldn't really beat myself, so I just up and quit playing that version of the game. I got far in it, I just wasn't really able to beat it. Dang. I gotta get one of those attachable pop filters. That way I can just leave it on and not a lot of things will be in the way. I don't have to keep fixing that. Okay. Be right back for a moment, guys. I'm gonna see if I can find a drink. Alright, guys, I'm back. Pick up something to drink. Get back to this. Alright. Before I my room. What's on the second window on the bottom? The second window on the bottom is what I have currently planned out for the story. So I just look off of that, and I'll be able to basically read what I can, what I wrote on it earlier. So it's just a planning window. What made me join Wattpad? It's kind of a long story actually. Um, so it all started back, I believe, late December or early December. It was before Christmas came around. Oh no, wait, a couple. I think it was like a few days after it. I had this idea for a character, but um, creating it was a bit difficult. I couldn't draw people very well. I was very more drawn at landscapes. So I decided to look for one of those kind of dress up games and all this stuff. Create your own character and see if I can recreate it as close as I viewed it. Come time around, I finally remembered that Ruby was actually a 3D animated story, so I'm thinking like there may be some sort of uh, website or software I can make that on. Because at the time I didn't know you had to actually draw out 3D modeled characters. So once I got around, I got to some quizzes on Cura, I believe is what it's called. Make a quick check. Oh no, it was Quote V. Quote V was the one I went to. So as I got to some quizzes on Quote V, I later found some stories on Quote V. Reading a few of those, it clicked in my head that my friends have actually told me about Wattpad. A couple of them that I've known for a while. So I looked back on it again and I got hooked. When it came around that I have actually found one story that I loved, which basically both series I loved. When I viewed it, I asked the author if I could touch up his story for him, add some details to it so that it'd be a bit more entertaining. He then goes on to say, well, why don't you write it for yourself and consider a request from me? And that's when I created my first, well, for my profile on the website. From then on, it expanded, and now I got to that point at my profile that I got a lot. So yeah, it was basically like someone, my friends told me about it, and someone requested a story, so I couldn't help but get to it. The book was Ruby and a male Hyrule Warrior reader. The other profile was gone because um someone couldn't take the ending of the Yandere Ruby story and just roll with it, and they wanted to apply as much logic to the entire book as possible. So I got rid of it like that. And of course, he's got to be like a bit of a dick about it.